If you were deserted on a stranded island and you could only bring one exercise with you to keep your body lean and strong, what would you choose? I know what I would choose, and that would be, but if you clicked on this video and you want to learn how I got my deadlift all the way to 635 with less than 2 years of training, here's my workout program, a program I designed myself explicitly for strength training and hypertrophy. Coolest part, it's only $5. All right, back to today's video. In today's video, we're gonna be talking about why the deadlift is arguably the most beneficial exercise for the human body. Pretty much going over, the hormonal response to deadlifting, pretty much the overall posture benefit you get from deadlifting, and just debunking all the controversial myths surrounding deadlifts. So stick around. Okay, so one of the biggest benefits is efficiency. If you only have 30 minutes, deadlifting is probably one of the best exercises you could do. It is a total workhorse. It works necessarily your whole body. Like, again, I like to call it the BOGO, buy one, get one, because not only are you just working out your hamstrings, your glutes, your spinal erectors, your lats, your grip strength, you're working out everything. This is probably one of the best exercises to burn the most calories, because again, you are recruiting every muscle or practically every muscle in your body. So if you only have 30 minutes, just doing 3 to 4 sets of heavy deadlifts or moderate to heavy deadlifts beats any isolating muscle machine exercise that you could do, right? Not only is it efficient when it comes to your time, it's efficient with just overall body composition. So best bang for your buck when it comes to efficiency. But deadlifts go way deeper than just looking good in the mirror. Since this is a huge demanding exercise, it really pulls on your central nervous system. And what I mean by pulling on your central nervous system is, since it's demanding so much by recruiting so many muscle fibers at once, it's pretty much forcing your body to make more anabolic hormones. And what I mean by anabolic hormones, I mean testosterone and IGF. One of the biggest hormones when it comes to building muscle, recovering better, and just overall feeling better. Because again, as men and even women, we need these anabolic hormones to just feel good. And testosterone is one of the best hormones when it comes to burning fat and just overall feeling stronger. Why do you think a lot of men above the age of probably like 30 to 40 are hopping on test immediately? Because their levels are naturally crashing. By you just incorporating deadlifts in your everyday workout, or just your workout in general, I'd say like at least once or twice a week, you are naturally increasing your test levels, right? I mean, what else could you ask for? So now let's get into everyday today tasks, right? The deadlifts is probably one of the best optimal exercises to do when it comes to real world applications. What are you doing when you deadlift? You're picking something up. When do you not pick something up in your life, right? When it comes to moving or just, bending over and stooping and picking something up. We do that all the time. And as human beings, you need to have a hip hinge movement in your exercise program. Fun fact, I work in a physical therapy clinic, and a lot of these people I see, they're either old, and some of them, unfortunately, are actually young, either my age or just a little bit older. And they are in there just by not working their muscles out, right? Now, picking something up for them is an actual task, right? It's taxing on them. And this is just from the fact of just inactivity and not working out the muscles that the deadlifts target. And this is, pretty concerning. So not only does the deadlifts help you just with life, it improves your way of life, and it probably will help you not be in this predicament that most of these young folks are, or these older folks. Not only that, it's going to help you with your overall structural bone support, because again, it increases your hormonal, anabolic hormones. You're going to feel better. You're going to be stronger. You're just going to probably not be in a wheelchair when you're about 80 years old or 70 years old. It's just going to help you with day-to-day tasks. And that's why I love the deadlifts, because I notice I'm getting stronger. My grip strength is a lot better, and it's just beneficial to me, especially down the road. So I'm not, needing someone to pick me up off the ground or help me sit up and just do a regular conventional every day-to-day task. Now let's address the elephant in the room. You are probably asking me, well, if deadlifts are so great, why is everyone demonizing them? Why aren't most people doing them? And the biggest controversy about deadlifts is just the fact that most people think it's going to hurt your back. In fact, it's the quite contrary. It's going to strengthen your back. Again, it hits your whole posterior chain, your spinal erectors, your hamstrings, your glutes. Those three muscles, just in general, are one of the biggest driving factors for low back pain, if they are weak. If you're working out your deadlifts, you are quite literally strengthening them. But the biggest controversy comes to just people, seeing someone hunched over doing bad form, and just overall that gets the most, controversy, the most demonizing effect of deadlifting, right? You could see in a video right here. Right? Most people think, okay, deadlifting with a flatter back will, obviously be a lot safer. And funny enough, deadlifting with a flatter back actually puts you in an even more compromised position, because while you're trying to stay rigid, while the bar is fighting you, a lot of things can go bad at once, right? But the biggest elephant in the room is it's bad for your back, and that's just not true at all. If anything, deadlift out of the big three is probably the least injury prone exercise, because if you're deadlifting and if you feel like you can't pick it up, you probably can't, right? Not only that, the bench press is probably one of the most injury prone exercise, and you see people bench pressing all the time. So again, the deadlift is very safe for you and it's highly beneficial. Just do weight that you can handle, whether that be moderate or light, and then work on your form. That's all that matters. At the end of the day, fitness doesn't need to be overcomplicated. Shoot, the only reason why I'm in the gym for the most of the time is just because of my compound lifts. Everything else, I have like probably 3 to 4 accessories, and then I'm out of the gym, right? Most time I've ever spent in the gym was probably about 2 hours, and an hour of that was just deadlifting. And most of the time, like, the only downside of getting stronger is just putting the weight back. But a lot of people need to understand that deadlifting is probably one of the most beneficial exercises that you can do, especially long term. Again, I work in a physical therapy clinic. A lot of these people are in here just by being inactive, right? And what better to strengthen your back by doing something that strengthens your back, by picking something up. Again, the real world application to this exercise knows no bounds. I mean, when are you not going to be picking stuff up, right? Again, stop feeling like deadlift is just going to ruin your back when it's not. It's going to strengthen it. I used to have chronic low back pain because, I was playing sports a lot. I went for a dunk while I was already fatigued and cramping, and I fell on my back, and I just had low back pain for like 3 years. I started deadlifting, and most of that just went away. I got stronger. My back got stronger. I started looking fuller, right? Again, the deadlift is here to benefit you. You just got to know how to deadlift and when to deadlift, right? Resting matters because, again, this is a very CNS taxing lift. You just need to know your body and when to call it quits, because it's only dangerous when you push yourself past your limit, right? But that's today's video. Let me know if this changed your mind by deadlifting, or if you're probably going to consider deadlifting, because again, it's probably one of the best exercises that you could do in today's day and age. And there's a reason why a lot of old bodybuilders praise this exercise. But again, that's today's video. Make sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I really appreciate you guys.